Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to my channel. This is another process video for Confessions of the Paper Addict Cut File Shop, and I am going to be using another Christmas layout. And there is the cut file, and it is called Fireplace, I think. I'll look it up on Etsy and link it down below. I was very much inspired by Audrey Yeager's layout that she did with her photo in her last design team layout. If you haven't checked it out, make sure that you go check out the shop, which is linked down below, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. She did a summer layout, so I happened to find this photo that I really loved, but I wasn't sure how to do it. So Caitlin and I love to wear LuLaRoe leggings. And every year they always come out with like new Christmas type leggings. So the one big blue picture of on the picture of the leg is my daughter's, and then my itty bitty leg that's down by the fire, like where the wood pieces are, is my leg. And it's just something that we always do during the winter time, especially during Christmas. We have tons of Christmas type layout or like leggings that we love to make. So that is about the photo, and I just blew it up to about 5x7 to fit into that archway of the fireplace. Now I did alter the fireplace. It does come with the actual fire of it, as you could tell, and some candles up on top, as you could tell in the cut file itself. However, for me, I decided to take the candles off and take the fire part out because I wanted to use honestly, I wanted to use as much as I possibly could of these older Christmas collections that I have from Pink Fresh Studio and the Hip Kit, so that when I get the new ones in, I can buy quite a bit of it, and so that I have it ready to go for me. So honestly, that's why I cut it off, so that I could be able to have room to do all of this. Now, I did do some backing of this cut file off camera because I took out some old stash of wood grain type 6x6 papers from Stampin' Up! And did the wood and then that little brown strip that goes around the archway of the fireplace. And then I took white cardstock that was just cardstock off of this photo because I blew this up to a 5x7 and I printed it out on Stampin' Up's white paper. And then the archway where all the little bricks and the snowflake, or not snowflake, but the stockings, are all the same white. And then the little bit of strip that is where the stockings are hanging from is a different color of white. I just wanted to pop a little different. And then the gray that is the fireplace that's around the gray, I pulled the gray out of this collection and I had it in my stash. And that gray is from Close to My Heart as well. And that's the the mink. It's the mink colored paper. So that pulled all of my fireplace together. And now after all of that, we are now just going to watch me fuddy-duddied all of my embellishments every which way I possibly could. And why I was second guessing myself, don't ask. I'm not sure why, but I was. So I second guessed myself a lot in this photograph, as you can tell, or this layout. And I don't know why. It could have been just because I was tired, or it could have been that I exhausted myself, because when I made this video, or this process video, I probably did 4 or 5 video recordings of just the process videos, because I do my videos in bulk and then I do my editing in bulk. And I got to this one, and I think this was my very last one, and I was on the struggle bus. And it's just, I think it was because of that. But ultimately, when this gets done and you see the still shots, it comes completely together. It is totally me. I totally love it. I was struggling with it. I took all of these stars off of this Alpha Thickers that is an exclusive Hip Kit, and they're wood grain. That's why I wanted to use the word leggings as the wood grains, because my title doesn't stay there. You'll see what I do. It changes. And I wanted that pull in that grain, that wood grain just a little bit more. And all these stars had that texture feel too, which brought in that woodsy feeling throughout that I've done through this through this layout. Because ultimately you think of a fireplace, you think of fire, you think of wood, you think of, like the black soot from the fireplace, just those kind of little things on top of, just obviously what we're doing. I did do a pattern paper for the leggings, not for the leggings, but for the cut file itself. That is I did the background of it, so my little red strip that's on the border of the white lights paper is also the same that is of this cut file. And all of the papers that I'm using, except for what I've explained already, is from Pink Fresh Studio. Just trying to use up as much as I can. This collection here, this kit itself is about ready to die. I don't have much left, and I think that's where I'm going to say that is where I honestly struggled, because I didn't have much embellishments left. I think I've got like 2 or 3 papers left, and then what you see that I'm working with, and that's it. So that means that I did quite a bit to this. Don't ask me how much of papers I used and how many layouts I used, because I can't remember, because I've used these now, I think this collection is 2 years. And then I found this word or this saying on the stickers that I'm working on that says, "'tis the season." And I was like, that's perfect, because it's got ... And I was like, "'tis the seasons ... Christmas leggings." And I was like, that's perfect, because I feel that for Kaylin and I, it is totally that season when right after Thanksgiving we start to wear our Christmas leggings, so we could get a good amount of days out of it. Now here's the problem: when we have our Christmas leggings here in the state of Georgia, we don't get snow, so we probably will never see snow unless we go somewhere to get snow, and or to like to see snow, not to get the snow, but to see the snow. So for us, so we try to maximize that drastically. And now I took these corner strips and I just wanted to add a little bit of something extra into these little spots here. And I thought that this kind of just adds, man, I should have left that up there. I didn't think that, you'll see what I do here. I didn't think that that wreath would look good there. I kept him and Han, but I like what I did. I did change it out, you'll see, but that could have stayed too. That would have been cute to be there as well. I do these Christmas trees just to bring in more of that navy blue color, because I did the 'tis the season. I needed a little bit more blue down to the bottom. And you'll see how I fuddy-duddied those out. I do get out the Shimmerings concrete, and that is what I use for my spray this time, because everything is pretty well silver on here, or like those grayish tones. So I wanted to make sure I did that. Make sure you go check out the Confessions of the Paper Addict cut file shop. Also the group. Everything will be linked down below along with this one. And, since it is since it is July, let's go that way. Do some Christmas layouts. Get some of them done before we get to December. And if you do, tag me. I would love to see what you do as well for yours. And yeah, so this is how it turns out. I do love it. I keep going. See, this is where I hem and haw. Like, I could have left that and it would have been fine. But it just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, or at least the vision in my head. And so I came back in with these snowflakes and added. So you'll kind of see me play around just a little bit. And here, I bring in that snowflake and then I tuck that there. Now that's where I leave. So that is it. Make sure you go like and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you. I hope that you guys are all staying safe and have a wonderful day. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.